Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn, the tabletop role-playing game club. My name is Corey, and today we are playing Shadow Empire, Legend of the Five Rings actual play, and I'm here with Matt playing Doji Daisuke, James playing Ida Youngso. Wait, hold on. Somebody's in the wrong spot. Tarek playing Shosuro Kuranagi, Sasha playing Narin. I gotta put you in the right places. And whoop, there you go. And Crystal playing Moshisora. I'd just like to thank everybody for joining us. We are in the middle of a combat between Kappa and a doggo that's tied up and is forced to marry the turtle princess.
Not really the middle. It's just started. We're one round in.
I have
Not even. Just the player side of it, of the first round.
I have...
Yeah. Kappa haven't gone yet.
I have a poll we do every week, and this week's winner is Youngso, and Youngso will get a free success, like the roll will be successful.
This is an excellent time for you to have that.
No bonus successes, no opportunity, which, I mean, that means it doesn't work on everything, but sometimes it does, and sometimes it works really well. If you don't use it, it turns into a void point. What else do I talk about now? I have a Patreon. That's cool. Buy me a coffee. I'll do stuff for money. Talk to me. We have a Discord, and I guess that's it, right, guys?
Let's get back to what you'll do for money. Can I have a list?
I'll make RPG content.
Feet pics?
Yay!
Now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere.
I will stat out my
I
feet.
see Crystal's camera work skills. I believe she could take some glorious pics.
I'll stat out my feet. My feet are a level 5 ranger.
Wow.
Like draw the bow back with your toes.
You got terrain expertise and animal friendship with those?
Yeah, I mean, the
Rangers
cats
are
love
making
rubbing
cats.
their face on my feet, so I'm sure
Dude, my cats do that too, a lot.
that your feet are also rangers.
They just like that stank.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, question: have any of the major plot points changed since their initial conception? Don't know what that means. Initial conception.
When you first thought of the idea for the story, how much of it has changed in practice?
In actuality.
That's interesting. So,
Does that question include the things that existed but the players just didn't explore? Or does that only include things that Corey was like, I have a better idea for this now, and changed it himself?
Or that our
I
own
assume the
actions
second
caused
one
to
is
be
what you're
changed?
asking.
So, there's a couple things that have changed, but they're so integral to the plot right now and are part of mysteries that I can't say them.
You don't have to. The question wasn't about what has changed. It was how much.
Have any
us a
major
percentage.
plot points changed? Yes.
Major
Yes.
plot
Like-
points?
And on a percentage scale.
Very minor. Very minor. I'm going to say less than 20%.
Man, I'm still surprised from the first season that Daisuke managed to somehow become the apprentice to the new White Dragon. I was not planning that for him, but it's like,
Hey,
all right,
yeah.
let's go with
Hey.
this direction.
Hey.
I only missed that by 2 successes.
True.
I
true.
almost took it from you. And it would have been me instead of you.
All right. So,
Because I was one less success than you.
you guys have followed Bobo down below the giant mystical willow tree.
Yes, we're in a dog burrow.
And let me open up the my notes real quick here, because I have the name of that tree.
Oh, right. I haven't opened up my notes.
Your notes.
My notes!
What
Here we go.
got my nose.
Okay, got my notes open. Yes. Okay. You have gone down into a cave dug out by Bobo underneath Saiban Shoki, the willow tree. Underneath the willow tree, you found a small, kind of like a palace, kind of like a house, kind of,
A manor.
a manor. Yes, a manor. And you walked into it, and you saw a wedding where Bobo's all tied up. And I'm going to say, yeah, he is gagged. You asked last game. I really didn't have that kind of figured out. Yeah, the Bobo's gagged. He's got a
Yay,
big.
Bobo!
He's got a sock in his mouth, and he's tied up. And they're
sock.
doing a wedding ritual, and they're gonna marry Bobo to the Kappa princess.
Begone, vile straight woman.
Straight woman?
Oh.
Well, the princess.
Well, she's at
She's not
least.
being an ally right now.
Oh,
Okay?
Well, she
Well-
needs a beard. What do you want from her?
well, Sasha, hold on. She's obviously a furry, and most of them are at least bi.
I don't know, Corey. What's her sexual orientation? Tell me what to call her to make fun
I
of
think
her.
you'll have to actually make one of those
the
rolls that
kidnapping.
gets to be an aspect of your opponent,
That.
and then you can ask.
I mean,
I promise you that no actual insult that comes out of Naren's mouth will include her sexual orientation, even if she is straight.
I feel like this is a trap.
Hey, Corey, you already
No
got
matter
the
what
cover.
answer you give, it will be wrong.
Corey, she has to make one of those technique rolls that lets her use opportunity to determine something about the opponent.
Well, it is.
Actually, I have a advantage that kind of lets me know if people are straight or not, because it tells me if categorically they would be interested in me. I have that
What?
advantage. It says that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Right!
I do get to know. I literally get to ask you if she's straight or not. I get to have this
No, you get
information.
to
have
ask
to
if
tell
she
me.
would be into you, and she may not be into smooth skins.
It says categorically interested in me, I believe. So it's not me specifically. I do believe they're trying to imply that. But at the very least.
Yeah. For
So
all
wait,
we know,
do you
she only
know
likes
at all
furry
times
people.
Whether anyone in the group is interested in you?
All right.
Sure.
Well,
Awkward.
the Kappa princess gets to go. She gets to do
Yep.
something. And she is going to begin to dance. Dance through the water. Gracefully as a turtle does.
Clunk, 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 clunk,
So
clunk.
she'll be done with
As
the
a
dance in
bubbly
about
girl.
5 turns.
Actually, pretty nicely. She's very elegantly dancing in this water. It looks wonderful. And it's the patterns she makes are both captivating and confusing. Everybody make a meditation roll, TN3.
Can I
I
know
what-
figured
Avoid-
there was going to be something along the lines of, you can't concentrate.
meditate? Whatever
Everybody,
stance we're on?
everybody needs to make a TN3. If you're on void stance, you're on TN2.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in
TN3
the
meditation.
Meditation, TN3 on the stance you're on, unless you're on void
Water
stance.
stance. This is gonna suck.
What did you say this is against?
TN3?
No. I didn't mean the TN. Did you say something about poison?
No.
No, if you're on void stance, it's
Okay.
TN2
It's a
instead.
dance. It is a like a
what I was
shuji
confused
that's
about.
happening.
Okay.
Does
Do bonus
does
successes help?
does keen hearing help?
Probably not.
No, hearing does not help.
Does
bonus
keen hearing?
successes.
Okay, what about paranoia?
Isn't that a disadvantage?
It is.
It is a disadvantage. I'm
What
gonna
about
say
bonus
you
successes?
know.
It was the disadvantage I told Corey I would willingly take.
What about bonus successes?
Bonus successes, I don't think they help. Nope.
Doesn't seem like the kind of thing where they would.
So let's see what we got. It looks like Moshi, Sora.
I should probably check how much strength I
Daisuke
have
made
now.
it.
Was Daisuke on?
It's pretty
on void
high
stance?
now.
Yes, he was.
Okay. Daisuke made
Since
it.
last-
Moshisora made it. Kurenagi did not make it. And Narin made it. So everybody but Kurenagi made this roll. Kurenagi, you gained the dazed condition.
Is there a place on the character sheet to add conditions to yourself?
Yeah, you just right click and then you go to
didn't work
conditions,
last
add
time.
status effect,
Or
but
they fixed-
all of the
Oh, okay.
freaking pictures are gone. I don't know how to fix them.
Yeah, they're not fixed, so I wouldn't.
All of the freaking frogs.
The
are
last
getting-
time I tried using it, it made me stuck with the condition permanently, and I couldn't get rid of it. So
Well, if nothing else, I'm glad I already summoned my fire.
Yeah, what happened
bow.
is there was an update. It broke everything, and anybody who had a condition now had it permanently. It was super bad,
yeah.
this update.
since it doesn't even show, like, you might be better off literally using the pen tool and just writing it, or writing it somewhere
Yeah.
else off the map, because it ain't gonna help you.
Anyways, yeah, Kurenagi, you are dazed. Anybody else have opportunity they want to spend on this?
Nope. I just used mine to get rid of a strife that I got.
Okay, let's go. Kapabushi.
And since we're in battle, I don't keep any of the strife made by the void roll.
Correct.
That is correct. I forgot about
very
that. Thank you for
handy.
the reminder.
3, they're on order stance. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, they'll make a roll.
It's a kappa couple.
Yeah.
Couple
let's-
kappa.
Martial difficulty 2. And 1 and 2. Finalize step. One. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. This water is entangling terrain, except for the kappa. The kappa are fine in it.
Not surprised.
So that's 1. We'll do this. We'll do this again. We'll do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Tarek, you're not dazed. You're disoriented. It's different.
Okay.
You're disoriented, not dazed. Okay. And these guys also 1, 2. Ah, dang it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right.
They're waltzing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I wrote this. Let me change it. Failure gives the disoriented condition. I only changed it once. Yeah, dazed is something way different. Yeah, you're disoriented.
For the people at home, what does disoriented do?
Increases the TN of movement and support actions. Daze does scheme and attack actions. Okay. This guy is done. I gotta go here. And I gotta go one. And he's gotta do the thing too. Marshall. Roll. Alright, I'll keep that one. I'll keep that one.
That was fun. It acted like a die was rolling over another die.
Aha. These guys get to go pretty far.
I see.
Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right.
So it's if you do a maneuver, you get to move 3. If you succeed a TN2, and then you get to move how many
If
more?
you
based
do
on
a
bonus successes?
maneuver, you automatically get to move 3. And then if you roll,
You mean not 3? You mean 3?
I don't think that's right.
Okay. If you maneuver, you get 1 extra range band of movement.
yeah.
Then you may
Okay,
roll, and if you roll and succeed, you get a 3rd range band of movement.
And that's a part of taking the maneuver action, both the free movement
Yes, yes, it's part of
They
taking.
should really do
maneuver.
it
You
backwards.
may
They should really just
choose
say
to roll.
you roll, and then you get whatever you roll plus 1 free range.
Well, here's the
movement.
thing: if you're on water stance, you only get 1 rolled action.
Yeah. So if you're on water stance, you can choose to take a maneuver action without rolling, and then you can still do a rolled action.
Corey, will you do me a favor? Will you stay behind a little later after this game and help me write down the maneuver rules? Because it's been like 2 years and I still do not understand them, no matter how hard I try.
I have an
I
entire
want to
video.
write them down in language I understand, and then I'm going to print it out, keep it right behind my computer.
I have an entire video just about movement because it's so stupid.
It really
I
is.
need it explained in baby words, baby language. You know, I need you to talk to me like I'm 4 years old, trying to play like an RPG for the first time.
Oh, you started early, huh?
Maneuver action.
What do I want to do?
More dancing?
No, I'm gonna cast a spell. Okay, I'm gonna cast this one. But it's not working. So I am just gonna click Scholar. I'm on water stance. And I'm gonna roll. Okay. Why do I always get all of these, like, yeah. It sucks that I get all of my successes when I roll Shugenja. When I have Shugenja, all of my, I can make them as powerful as I want, but I will instantly get a backlash. Yeah, if I keep all of the dice I need to, it's always a backlash. Always.
To get into life.
It's kind of frustrating for me, but I mean, it's great for you guys.
Well, sometimes. Sometimes those backlashes hurt.
Those backlashes can hurt us too.
Okay.
I really dislike these little rubber band hair ties, but they're all I have, so.
Oh, I really
Well,
like the
yeah.
silicone ones because they're the only thing that won't fall out of my hair.
I
Just
prefer
train
the.
your cat to sit around your neck with your hair over top it, so that it acts like a barrier between your skin and your hair. The cat's hair is there now, but
Well-
it fixes the problem by creating another one. Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm more
Hair's
happy to tie my hair
Still hot.
back for work. The rest of the time, I have no problem with it touching me.
Well, maybe you can ask HR if they would accept a cat band.
Unfortunately, the cat band I have,
Yeah, there you go.
he doesn't exactly like staying.
Oh,
He's already trying to run.
I mean, he's doing pretty well for a cat.
And he found it fun. He was purring nonstop the entire time, so.
The cutest little neck pillow.
I think that's how this works.
I have done that with him while I've been in bed before. He's been curled up with me, and I just pick him up, stick him under my head, and lean back, and he just purrs so hard.
Oh wait, no, that's not. Oh, God, that's not how this works. Okay,
What? You're not teleporting player characters?
I want to, but I cast the wrong spell.
What is this? Divinity Original Sin 2?
Okay. This guy will make a staff of water. I was like, oh, this is cool. No, he makes a staff of water. Sploo. He's got a weapon. Okay.
And it's an actual staff, not he chose some other form.
One. Oh,
What I thought.
he has to make a roll as well. Difficulty 2. Roll.
Done
Alright.
and done.
1, 2, 3.
Woof.
4. All right. Finalize that step. I'm not going to take that
Something
strife. I'm going to
Marshall.
use that to get rid of that. So I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I believe that's what I can do. Yep.
Maneuvering.
Yep. And that's it. That is all my guys. Moshisora, you're up.
Hmm. I'm having trouble seeing where the hexagons are.
Can
Okay.
you zoom out well? Can y'all zoom out to see the whole map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Save us, Mother Sora. Smite them with our big boob fire magic.
Did you say big boobed fire magic?
I did. Yeah.
Nah, Sora's skinny. She's got tiny titties.
Something about brown eyes makes me go all goofy. Thank you, Fatcorn. Hello.
She's tall, so proportionally, you know.
I may be ace, but I am a member of the enjoyers of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
Shoot. Okay. I have a lot of strife right now. So I want to do something about that.
Do you have any way to remove it with one of your advantages?
I
don't know what
Not
these
with
are.
an advantage, but I have Courtier's Resolve, and I do have Void Points right now. So, okay, what I'm gonna do is switch to Water Stance, use Courtier's Resolve to remove 7 strife.
Nice.
How did you get so much glory? Jeez, I'm hovering around for.
I don't know. Like, what did you guys do to lose so much glory?
Yeah, I have 91 glory.
In Kuranagi and myself's case, it's rather understandable since most of what we tend to try to do is in the shadows and not really talked
It's-
about much.
And to be fair,
I mean,
to
I
you,
have
it's-
65.
It's not that hard for me to get glory because I usually end up fighting a bunch of bitches. So
Yeah, winning duels is kind of glorious.
I haven't been gaining any much glory the entire time. I started at 45 and now I'm at 48.
Well, maybe you can gain some glory
Okay.
by kicking some turtle butt.
So,
Well, it seems like at least compared to the last underground fight I was in, whoever I end up tangling with isn't going to keep running away across the battlefield the entire frickin' time.
Unfortunately, on water stance, I can't cast fire spells, which are literally all the spells I have.
So change your stance.
No, I changed to water stance, so I would be able to do more stuff. So
You have a fiery stick.
I do have a fiery stick, but it's not quite long enough for me to move and hit someone.
Right.
I'm
You have any,
one hex
shooting
away.
Do you have any techniques that might be like support techniques? I don't know. I don't know what you can do that don't require fire stance.
So I
Doesn't-
think my best thing to do is probably gonna be move up and then guard.
That's a good point. Maybe, yeah. Do you have to guard someone who's right next to you, or can you?
No,
Guard
you
yourself.
can guard yourself or somebody who's within your weapon's range.
Good point. Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm just trying to remember what's going on.
Let's see. Getting on the table would probably be an extra space.
That's what I went with my last move.
All right. I am just gonna scooch up here and do a guard on myself.
And what extra action are you gonna do? You're on water stance. You get another action.
Yes, I did Courtier's Resolve.
Ah, got it. Yes.
Then I moved, and now I'm gonna roll for guard,
Go for it.
which I actually have to look up. I think I
It's
know
a
what I'm
TN
doing.
TN1 tactics check.
And then for each additional 2,
Bonus
it's another TN.
That's correct.
All right, got it. TN1 tactics.
Pardon me.
Nice.
Ooh.
Are not all of the Kappa in initiative?
Yes. But they're in groups of 2. The
Okay,
Kappa
I'm not gonna
Oh,
keep that
oh,
extra
are in
one.
squads of 2.
Okay,
That makes
my opportunity is going to negate that strife, so I have 2 for my guard.
Okay.
I'm done.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, 2. Okay. Sounds good. Next is Doji Daisuke.
Okay, so having a little bit of a conundrum because I want to get some information. I want to get some information from the Kappa princess, asking her what made her choose Bobo to be her lucky groom. And I was wondering if it was going to be either sentiment, courtesy, or performance.
Are you
for-
yelling this across the hall?
And
mean,
It's
would
a
have
big
to-
room.
This is range
No.
1, range 2, range 3, 1, 3, 4, range 4. You're at range 5 to
Mhm.
her. So maybe get
Maybe
closer.
make it boisterous, add some flair to it. It's like, Princess, why weren't we invited? What made you decide to pick our lucky groom over here? You know, sort of like a game show host in a sense, but just trying to get some information. It's like, Princess, we know Bobo. Like, what is it that made you decide our little friend was going to be your groom?
So she's in the middle of a dance too, and you're in the middle of a combat. Do you have any Shuji that helps you break
He's
through
not in
combat,
the middle
or-
of combat.
Well, yeah,
But
I
everyone
used
else
Doji's
is.
degree to last game to kind of
Well,
keep
okay.
them from at least targeting me.
Yes,
for,
You were
did-
able
you
to
did
tell
that.
3 of them not
You
to
did- you
attack
did
you.
that.
All I have are slippery maneuvers, whispers of the court, which could work, but that's more like spreading a rumor than, gaining information. Cadence, I don't see that working.
Nope.
For that. Civility foremost is if I want to have Bobo or one of the other party members protected.
I'm going to say this is super ghost for you to yell across the room and talk about this. So you can lose honor equal to your honor rank, and I'll let you make a roll if you want.
Or should I move a little closer and perhaps try to interact with the princess while also trying to avoid all the other Kappa?
There's a Shuji you might want, rank 5, called Buoyant Arrival. That's exactly what you just tried to do, so take a look at that later.
So
It
what
lets
if
you leave a conversation gracefully by making a courtesy check, so you can interrupt a conversation at extremely inappropriate times and say things that you want to say.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So
But I
go
don't
on
know
up,
if I have access to
get
it
nice
now.
and close to the princess. You can maneuver, you can do a maneuver check and run right up there.
All right, and I will have to probably switch to water stance to at least, get some extra movement.
Why do you need to switch to water stance to get extra movement?
I could
Again,
take,
again, people don't understand the maneuver rules. You don't need to be on water stance to use maneuver. Maneuver is the only way to get extra movement. So unless you have a second action, you don't need to be on water stance. Though if it is your best ring, you can be on it anyways.
Okay, well,
But I think he wants to take that
So-
second action to move,
I'm-
right? Am I not?
No, that is the main action. Let me explain this again. When you take a maneuver, every turn you get to move one range band. When you maneuver, you may move another range band and have the option of rolling, all as one action.
Okay.
Right? So you have taken one action to move two range bands and a possibility, if you roll dice, to move extra range bands.
okay. So,
Then-
in order to...
So if you are like attacking somebody, if you want to move up and attack somebody, you will move your regular move, do a maneuver without rolling to get within range, and then use your roll to attack. Or you can just use maneuver, get your extra range, get your extra movement, and then roll for more movement. But if you don't need an extra action, you don't need to be on water stance. You can be on fire stance, and then use all of that strife to fuel your run across.
Yeah,
Getting
actually,
bonus successes.
doing maneuver on fire can be really good because it's
Yeah,
only
and
a
I
TN2.
took that. I took a fucking rushing ox style. It lets me maneuver and spend opportunity to make an attack while on fire stance, and then any strife I keep will add to my
Problem
maneuver.
from
What was
last
that called?
game,
Rushing
though.
Ox?
Rushing ox style. It's a kata. I haven't used it yet. I've had it since like the middle of Cinnamon Forest, and I've just been so scared of asking to maneuver and doing it wrong that I haven't used this stupid thing yet.
So, problem with using
have to
fire
look
for
that
me
one
is
up.
that I am like
Well, you don't
one
need to use
strife
fire.
away to being at the cusp of losing my composure. I am
Okay.
13 out of 14 strife. And I would be
So
risking
getting
like,
bonus
an
successes
unmasking.
by strife is not a good option for you right now.
You guys need to
Yeah,
indulge in
warriors
your
resolve.
passions way more. You're in a town. You can do that kind of stuff. That said, you did get very dirty coming down here.
Yeah.
Do you have Courtier's Resolve?
Yes, I have Courier's Resolve, but with where my glory is, I can only take off 4.
Oh no,
That's
not
cool.
4. That's great, actually.
Yeah, that's like
Oh,
a
but I
whole...
want 7 or 8 or 9.
That would be cool, but I
But
mean,
you don't have that.
4 is
4 is
still a nice decrease.
still good for at least one roll's worth of strife.
Yeah.
You could do that and take a calming breath on water. Stance.
Yeah.
And if you end up rolling something on that turn, then you can spend
And
some
I
opportunity.
mean, you'll want to
drop
take the
strikes.
calming breath first.
Crystal.
But yeah.
Crystal, I'm giving you $800. Matt,
Excellent.
I'm giving you $400. Are you going to not take the $400?
Nah, I see your point, buddy. I see your point.
Yeah.
You'll deserve a punch
If
in
we're
the face
talking
for it,
handing
though.
out money,
You're going to punch me in the face for giving you
It's a
$400.
joke. It's a joke.
Oh my god.
All right. Anyway,
Give it up.
regardless of
Give
that,
up the
all right,
butt, and he'll give you
so I will
$800 next time.
I will withhold my previous statement. Move to water stance. Do like a courier's resolve, and then
Do a calming breath
and then
first.
calming breath. And
No,
then a
calming
card
breath
action.
Calming breath first.
Hold on. No. You
Actually-
can take 2 actions, not 3.
All right.
So what are you doing?
So-
What are your actions? Tell me again.
All right. Switch to water stance.
Water stance. That's perfect. Yes.
Calming breath.
Calming breath. Yes.
And courier's resolve.
Quarter resolve. That's
Yeah,
the end of your
in this
turn.
case, it doesn't matter what order he does because he's still over half.
Yeah. And then you can move 1 range band if you like.
Okay.
And that will remove 5 strife.
might I recommend this direction?
One of
Yes.
6 is on water stance. Isn't that? Isn't calming breath on water? I don't know.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, you can do calming breath on any stance. It doesn't matter.
Calming breath doesn't scale.
But it's
Doesn't
one of
scale.
those things that's nice to do when you're on water stance because it's a freebie action that doesn't need a roll.
Yeah, I just checked. The only one that scales is air, and it's +1 to TN of attacks and schemes to +2 at rank 4.
Hey, Tarek, I'm giving you $200. How do you feel about that?
Give it to me. I
Yeah,
can use
right?
it. I'll buy more blueberries for myself.
But
Ooh.
Tarek, I gave Matt $400. Aren't you mad at me?
I don't need to know about that.
I'm
I don't even
sitting
know
over
about
here
it.
with the past due water bill going, why am I not getting any money? But I'm not mad either.
The money isn't real. We're just looking at that.
Okay,
It's
I'd
how you
like
presented
to-
the question.
I'd like to 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's range 3.
Getting up on the table is going to cost an extra movement point, just so you know.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So if I get here, fine. That's range 3 to target this guy.
Sure.
And same to target this guy.
You're targeting both of them. It's a group effort.
Okay.
It's okay, Leo. The neighborhood
Is
cat's
it
just like
TN3 to
hanging out
target
on the
them?
porch.
No, it's
The domain's
TN2.
inside.
Okay. I don't know why, but it's TN3 on my. Oh, because of the previous thing. Okay. And I'm on air stance. And I think I'm gonna try to pin the fan. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. So the TN of my attack is equal to the target's vigilance plus the range of the attack. So 3 plus whatever their vigilance is. Which is, I'm assuming, going to be a hidden TN.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm on air stance. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that sucks.
Lots of opportunity.
Woo!
It happens.
Yeah. You can take opportunities. Doom. Do you need a void point?
I will use my 2 opportunity to provide assistance to the next person who attempts to attack them.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Ida Youngso.
Draw my katana and then guard.
Okay. Make a roll. Dang, look at all that.
There we go. And so that means that them attacking me will be increased by TN2.
Yep.
And I need to look up for what I'm doing with those 2 opportunity real quick.
More than TN2. Wait. One,
No, I had 2 opportunity.
2, 3, 4, 5. It's increased by 3.
Ah,
1 for succeeding, and
I forgot about the 1 for succeeding.
1 for every 2 bonus successes. Okay. What are you doing with your opportunity?
I'm checking.
He's looking it up.
Nothing in straight void looks good, so I guess I'll just go ahead and use it to assist the next person.
Naren.
Okay, so this is very strange. I have no idea how butthole sucking turtles that are also having a wedding are going to react to me challenging a duel or like issuing a duel challenge. I don't know if they care. I mean, clearly they care about some traditions because they're getting married, but like, do they care about like samurai tradition?
I don't
There's
know.
a
Is there
guy-
any knowledge that you wish to give me about this, or do you wish me to just make my decision blind?
There is a guy named Captain Samurai. That might be a good target.
I don't see any of their names.
They're on the
map.
battle list. If you look at the battle list.
Okay, mind your business. I'm asking the GM.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay,
Do you have
that's-
any
that's
like?
fine.
You can like use your action to do a theology check to figure out what you know about
I think we
Kappa.
did
I'd be better off issuing a challenge
I
because that would
think-
help me find out quickly if they accept or not.
I think we did that last game, didn't we?
By the way, when you provide assistance to the next character to attempt to accomplish something similar, you're basically helping other people to guard.
Yep, in my case, yes.
Yeah.
And in Kuranagi's case, it's to attack.
All right, Naren, you can go ahead and make your challenge to whomever you wish.
Okay. I'm gonna point at a big dude over here.
Yep.
Who's probably their strongest like warrior type because he doesn't look like a Shugenja. He has you said he has like a big mallet thing, like a club.
Yes.
Like a-
Tetsubo.
okay.
Tetsubo.
Point our sword, and say, as funny as it would be to say, I challenge you for the right to Bobo's hand in marriage. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, I challenge you. Send your strongest warrior. I challenge you for Bobo's freedom.
Okay. Make your roll.
Make your command check.
I was trying to find something. Do I have to make the command check on fire? I think I can make it on any stance, right? It's just a
Yeah, any
like a
stance.
command.
Yeah.
Any stance.
Okay. I usually do it on fire, but I'm not currently on fire.
It's a TN1.
Okay.
And
Good
you
thing, too.
certainly got one.
Yeah, I know, right?
And this is versus what? Like their vigilance?
No.
Or
Just TN1.
okay,
It's just a TN1.
just straight TN1.
Just TN1.
Okay.
Okay. And then I haven't done this in a while, so I kind of am forgetting how this works. If they accept, does that happen immediately, or does that happen on their turn?
At the end of the round,
At
you'll
the
go
end of
into
the
a
round,
special.
and then we roll initiative again?
you'll go into a special
No.
flag.
If you succeed, the target must choose whether to accept or decline. Right then and there.
Okay.
Oh, I meant if he accepted. She said, right? If she,
Yeah, then it goes to the end of the duel.
I
The
get
end
to
of the
finish
round.
my turn.
Or the end of
and
the
then
round, yeah.
They choose whether they want to accept or not. I get to finish my turn, and then at the end of the round, we re-roll initiative. Is that how that works?
No. Basically, when you do a challenge, like a clash, at the it doesn't say that people don't get their action during. Okay. It says, as a
roll
scheme action, make a command 1 check to do a formal challenge targeting one character at range 0 to 5. You must take 10 honor, 5 glory, right? The effect. If you succeed, the target must choose whether to accept or decline. Resolve one of the following. If accepts, they stake 10 honor, 5 glory, which they forfeit if they take any attack or scheme action before the clash. So yeah, they still get any of their... They can do whatever they want during their turn. But you also, at the end of the round, fight one round of the duel using step, stare down, take turn, and determine winner.
Okay, well, I wasn't trying to imply that they lose their turn or anything. I was just trying to figure out when the initiative gets rolled.
There is no initiative.
If we just go into the duel at our current initiatives? Because I
Yes.
remember
Yes.
re-rolling initiative for duels, I thought.
That's
Maybe
for
not.
full duel.
For full duels, not in the middle of a skirmish.
No.
It's been a long time since I've
A
done
clash
this,
just
do my
uses
best.
the same initiative. It just happens at the end of the round.
so. Okay.
Yeah, in a regular duel, you get to spend strife to see if you're gonna add to your initiative.
Isn't it great how
It sucks.
they made these rules as confusing as possible?
Yeah.
Anyways, he accepts. He pulls out, he hefts his Tetsubo and says, "To an honorable combat," and beats his chest.
Don't you mean his shell?
Yeah.
This is way more awkward, homie.
Which
Like,
is his
On
Chest.
part of his chest.
his chest is Shelly.
they have like a armored like shelly bottom too.
It's just their ribs.
Okay.
Their shell is their ribs.
Yeah,
I think that
turtles
is
are
my
weird.
turn.
They're cool. I like turtles.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
I like
3,
turtles.
1, 2.
That is such an old meme.
Okay, I'm comfy here.
That's a meme thing.
Yeah, it was the little zombie kid who
I like
they
turtles.
interviewed. They interviewed the zombie kid at a state
The
fair.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that they actually invited that kid specifically to the premiere of that new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's nice. Okay. Girl dances. She gets up on the rock and continues her dance, and she's dancing around. Her name is Rio, and she dances on the sand. Y'all can make a
Duran
team.
Duran, hungry like the wolf.
Y'all can make a TN3 meditation check. on
We
her stance.
can.
I mean, she's very hard to ignore. Not impossible, but hard.
Eric, I want you to roll for the flame towel so that you can give it to me. Oh my gosh.
Meditation. TN3, except on void.
Except on void, and it's a TN2 on void.
And like no bonuses for no bonuses for bonus successes, right?
No.
Yeah, it's a succeed or fail.
All
Ooh,
right.
I got lots of opportunity. Let me see what I can do with that.
I'll use that opportunity to negate the strife.
I'm still on water.
Well, I'm apparently very good at resisting whatever she's doing.
You're good at meditating?
I think everybody made it this time. Yep, Kuranagi made it, Daisuke made it, Sora made it, Youngso made it, and where's Narin?
Is she allowed to affect me even though we're in a duel? Isn't that not part of the terms?
This
like
is-
if
is an
I
area.
go and hit someone with my sword, I'm violating the terms
She's
of the duel.
just doing a thing, and you happen to be there too.
in range.
And if you can see her, then you're affected.
I mean, it's kind of like, you know,
I just feel like if it was me and I cast a spell and targeted an enemy when I was in a duel, he would tell me I can't do that and it's dishonorable, and I would forfeit the duel.
but
so,
she's not casting a spell. She's just out there dancing. You might as well be angry at the band for continuing to play.
I mean, she could stop. She's interfering with a duel, right? That I feel like that is what I would
Sure.
be told.
she'll lose honor for interrupting a duel if you point it out like that. And yeah, that.
I mean, it's only fair. That's what I know for sure that would happen to any one of us if we tried.
But technically, your duel is interrupting her dance. She started first.
well, her
Yeah,
dance has nothing to do
true.
with honor, but our duel does. So
Does it? Are you sure
I feel pretty sure.
that art
I don't see any
Trump's-
rules about
Trump's
honorful
combat?
dancing in the rule book. I don't know.
I mean, I didn't make this a scheme action or an attack action. I made this like a school technique kind of thing. It's just like something she does. But maybe it is a scheme action. Anyways, yeah, make a meditation check.
Oh crap! Tarek keeps yelling at me from
Alright.
downstairs. Meditation. Was it TN2 or It was TN3.
Yeah,
it was
TN3.
TN3, except if you're on void.
Technically, you don't have to look at her.
What does that do for me? Is that an option?
It is an option. But you kind of have to like kind of do that, and there are consequences. Anyone that chooses not to look must change your stance to anything but water. You cannot be on water stance because water is about surveying and looking around. And your vigilance is reduced to 1. So you can
Well,
choose not to look.
Oh shit!
Are you okay? What happened?
Spilled something. Probably knocked her drink over.
Well, they seem to have
Alright.
both the rooms, so okay.
So, for opportunities, I did spend one of my 3 to remove 2 strife for myself.
Yes.
May I spend the other 2 to spot an interesting physical detail in the environment not directly related to my check?
An interesting physical detail.
Because otherwise,
in
I don't
the
really have
environment.
anything else to do with these opportunities.
This is why I hate opportunity.
I know.
I have to give. And they're like, no, it's great. You get to add more detail and stuff like that. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I thought about using those last 2 opportunities to say, hey, tell me something more about the universe that I suddenly realized. Because that is one of the opportunities when you're on Void, is that you just suddenly get a spiritual knowledge about the universe.
Yeah, these can be really vague.
So,
If
these
you
are,
got nothing, Corey, don't worry
these are
about
all
it.
lanterns, and these lanterns are fed by oil, and they're oil lanterns. So if you want to use that to your advantage, you may.
Okay.
How about that?
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
They're not magical, they're oil-based.
They are oil lanterns. That's right. Yeah, a lot of times when people choose those types of things, I'll point something out that's rather mundane, and they'll feel like they wasted their opportunity on it. Like, remind me of something that I once knew, and I would remind them, and they'd be like, and players would be like, I already know that, and it's like, yeah, I know, that's the point of the opportunity. That's what I'm reminding you.
You just, like, suddenly go, oh yeah, that's a thing I know.
I don't know what you know. I'm just saying things that that your character does. That's what the opportunity's for. Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, she dances, you resist. Nobody is affected. Kapabushi.
That's right, cap him.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. We can attack Doji Daisuke.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Can they?
Yes.
Isn't he removed from being attacked?
Not by
Only by a certain number of them, like
Only
mostly
by
the high rankers.
3 high-ranking ones.
Yep.
Okay.
He chose the Kappa Princess, who
Princess Shugenja.
I mean, she's just
and...
dancing. If it's an area effect, it's exempt. The Kappa Shugenja, who cannot, and the Samurai, who cannot.
Yeah.
These thugs, they may.
Don't worry, I'll switch myself to air ring my next turn.
But they're
Ooh,
attacking
have
you
one.
now with a lot of successes.
3 successes. Well, they can
Why
only keep
is
3.
that the enemies get those good rolls and never whenever we want those good rolls for ourselves as the player character?
So they have truncheons, they have clubs, and they're hitting you for 6 points of damage with the club. Whack. Minus your armor.
Whew. All right, let's see.
God, right. What is
So
my
how many
one
points you
now?
said?
6.
6. Okay, and my Ashigaru armor takes off 3.
There you go. 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay. I can make it up here. All right. Actually, really, I should be adding an assistant die to all of these.
Well, they got TN5 against me.
They do have TN5 against you.
Nice.
How much air rings do you got, man?
Oh, it's not air rings. It's the fact that I'm in guard and had 3 added to their TN, which is based.
Oh, okay.
Not an
okay.
air. Is anybody still on school rank 3? Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still investing experience points into my
Title.
what was it?
I
Yeah,
got
The
title.
you.
poetry thing? Yeah.
I hit you, and you're going to take 5 points of damage.
Sorry, it kind of buzzed with something.
James, I hit you with my club. You take 5 points of damage.
5?
Yep, that's what I said.
That's where it buzzed on the first time you said it. So just was making sure.
And these guys will come up to Moshisora and hit her with the truncheons on water stance. +1 assistance.
And I have 2 for my guard.
Oh, well. I forgot about that. Let me just destroy this fucking roll. Do it again. Difficulty 4. Assistance 1. Roll. Alright.
Nice roll.
2, 3, 4. Alright. Finalize this step. Up to my strife. And take 6 points of damage.
Youch.
Kapashiganja. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And what kind of spell do I have here?
Yeah, my physical armor's not great, but I was guarding so good.
Range 0 to 2. Nope. What does this do? Effects. Range 0 to 1. Well, this sucks. He needs to get way closer to people.
On these Kapabushi, they are each like two pairs of separate people, right? Not, I mean, something weird.
Yeah, they're just 2 people. They're just 2 turtle men.
Yeah. Moving with each other in tandem.
They're just 2 turtle men.
I only ask because they're only showing up as 1 for each pair on the
2.
on the lineup.
Okay, turtle man's moving forward. He wants to get within range. So he'll just do this. Finalize that step.
Did he have to spend double movement to get up on the table too?
Yep. And he's done. Hold on. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Jumping down does not do double movement. So, yep, that's as close as he can get. And that ends the round. So now we can do the clash. So, first thing is we each
Lightsaber
receive
noises.
strife equal to the number of rounds in the clash.
1.
1 strife. Then we can bid strife. So put the number of strife you want to bid.
Oh, you can do that on the clash
In the-
too.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it just uses your current initiative. So Naurin goes at 9, and who is the Bushi
You'd have to
Samurai?
bid a lot.
Yeah.
So 4. So he'd
4.
have to bid 5 to
5
get to,
to go
So-
first.
yeah, there's no
your
point in you
initiative.
bidding any.
So yeah. We will bid, write something in the chat, and then write a number, and then in 3, 2, 1 we'll reveal it. In 3.
If he wait, I have a question. I haven't done this in a while. If he bids strife, and his bid is higher, that means does he take the strife and move up to that initiative?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
does
He
not
has to
the
take that strife in
He does have
order
to take
to go
Yeah,
earlier.
whatever you bid, you have to take, win or lose on the bid.
If they spend 6 to try to overtake you at 10 to add to their initiative, they'd go at 10, but they'd also gain all
Gain
6 of that strife.
immediately. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. Okay, I'm good. I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, in 3,
Guess who
2,
bids what?
1.
0.
Yep, of course, naturally.
Crazy.
This rule I've never seen work very well, ever.
It did in our first few duels when we first started playing. It did, but after that, once we realized there's not really a point to do this unless you're really closely tied
Yeah.
in initiative, there's never really a reason.
There's
to do
never
this.
a real good reason to do it. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you're just strifing yourself out fast unless you're really like gunning to drop their initiative, drop their fatigue or sorry their strife, and compromise them immediately. You're like guaranteed to do that on your
Yeah.
turn.
Like, if you
There's no
really
rule.
think that you can finish them off, you might as well. But that's about
Yeah.
it.
Other
So-
than that, just
Next
roll with
is
the punches
to,
and try to play defensively.
next is to take turns. The character with the highest initiative takes a turn, followed by the one with the lower valued initiative. If tied, the lower one acts first. Well, Naren gets to go first.
Okay. Okay. So, just using my brain cells, I can kind of guess that this guy is either going to be harder to hit because of the turtle shell, or is going to take reduced damage.
Yeah, it's higher resistance.
Higher resistances, reduced fatigue. So I'm thinking my goal is to make him bleed rather than to try to fatigue him out. So I probably want to crit him.
Well, yeah, that's the goal of the clash too.
Well, there's a lot of different goals, and I don't know which one it is. They said to kill us, so I do not imagine this is to first blood.
This is definitely to death.
This is probably to death, unless the princess says something otherwise, because they came to kill us. So, my thought is that because I have a few different types of fighting, and my main fighting style, defensively, typically relies on fatiguing someone out. But I'm guessing that's not going to be very effective here, so I'm going to have to go for the critical strike.
We know you're good at that.
Your
Fire.
Iijitsu strikes, I think, can
My
cause.
striking is fire. The next time your target suffers a critical strike. If I make an attack action right now, say, and I spend opportunity, will that immediately? If I spend opportunity to increase the, wait, no, it's been so long, I don't really remember how this works. So you can spend opportunity to increase the deadliness of the critical strike anyway.
With a razor-edged weapon.
Or if
Which
you're
is
on
what I
fire
thought.
stance and have striking as fire.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I'm wielding a katana. So, okay, important thing to say, because I don't know if it affects him some special way, is that my sword that I'm going to try to hit him with is sacred, which, considering he's some sort of spirit thing, I don't remember what sacred does. What does that do with
It
spirit
ignores
things?
spiritual resistance for
Spiritual
creatures,
resistance. Okay.
Something. Hold on, I'll
So,
check.
like,
Check
if
it.
you were attacking a ghost, you would be able to just hit it.
Attack it, even if it is resistant
I
to
think-
physical damage. I don't know if that affects its shell armor, though. That's why
Hold on, I gotta look at the
because it is still a spirit.
property.
All right.
Areas of sacred quality are imbued with purifying power, often in the form of jade and mystical stones, said to blah 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 blah. When an otherworldly being makes an attack or scheme action targeting the wearer of the sacred item, increase the TN by 1.
Ah.
While you are carrying one or more sacred items, you would gain the afflicted condition. You must choose one of those items to become damaged instead. Sacred weapons ignore all resistances possessed by otherworldly and
All
tainted beings.
All
resistance.
resistances, yep.
Okay, great. So it'll have a higher,
these
more difficult time hitting me, and I can ignore its resistances. That's good to know. Okay, I'm just going to make an attack. We will go ahead and do that. Martial arts melee. I'm going to switch to fire stance. Swapped. Okay. So it's probably do the normal one. I think striking as fire lets me reserve opportunity from a previous attack for a follow-up attack later, right? It just works immediately. What's the point if you can just spend opportunity to increase?
Because not everybody is using that kind of.
Not
weapon.
everyone's using a razor edge weapon. That's the point of it?
Yep.
Is that how it works? Okay. So then it doesn't matter for me. I don't know why I even took it. All of my weapons are razor edge.
There's a ton of like shuji that, or not shuji, but like kata and other techniques that do stuff that you can already do. It's weird.
It does in the sense of if you.
I've literally never used this once the entire campaign, and because I think I didn't understand how it works right.
Put it this way: if you have a razor edge weapon, but your first attack you only had, let's say, 2 opportunity, and you didn't want to do the critical strike that time, you could delay it for the next attack
until
and then
the end of my next turn. So it does do what I said. Corey said,
"Oh yeah,
it does that." But it
says until the end of your next turn,
yes.
so you can reserve.
I don't know. I haven't freaking read it. I just know it like allows you to do shit.
All of the striking as things are until the end of your next turn.
But yeah, a lot of these
shuji
shuji
to your next turn, or you could choose to just take those 2 opportunity and do a critical strike that turn. But if you're limited on the amount of opportunity you have, then it might be just beneficial to.
I'm going to spend a void. I'm on fire. It's TN2, right?
Right.
Big whammies. That's not major whammies.
Well, you're looking for opportunity, not successes.
I do need successes, and I need opportunity. I need both.
You need 2.
Okay, I have 2 opportunity, but I wanted more. I will
Don't we all?
Bonus successes. Bonus successes will increase the deadliness, right?
Only the fatigue.
Wait, what action are you doing?
I'm attacking him. I'm making a strike action.
Strike action. Thank you.
What do bonus successes do? They do something.
Just damage. They just add damage.
Add to the fatigue.
The fatigue.
Okay. Gotta use clear language with me. Okay. What can I do?
Critical strike?
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm thinking about if I have the ability to make any rerolls here. I don't think so. I don't know any of his disadvantages that I can exploit. And none of mine, I don't think any of mine are going to help me here. But I'm checking them. Okay. So, yeah, that's going to have to do for now. I'm going to take a strife to try to fish for another... No, I'm gonna take strife from success from taking 1, 2...
If I were you, I would just keep the ones without strife.
I'm just going to keep it.
I'd keep the ones without strife.
1, that's 2 successes. That's 2 opportunity. I can spend 2 opportunity to critical strike. I need 2 successes to hit, right? Ooh, it's not TN3? Yeah, it was TN2. That's what you said earlier.
TN2.
And then you're holding it 2-handed grip? Because you already drew it.
I already drew it way earlier. I'm two-handing my katana. Okay, so that katana... is my Starlight Katana. Deadliness of 8 while it's being 2-handed, damage of 5, and ignores the resistances of hopefully Turtle Boy.
If he's otherworldly.
I imagine.
Yeah,
I would guess.
Any yokai falls into that.
Okay.
But he's still wearing clothes, and the clothes are mundane, and so that reduces things by 1.
Sure.
I was gonna say 1 or 2.
How much damage did you do?
8.
No, damage.
Wait, the damage is 5. The deadliness is 8. Sorry.
Damage is 5. Thank you.
So it would be whatever that is minus whatever his resistances are for.
And then an attack. Why is it deadliness 8, not 7?
Deadliness of my katana is 6. When it's 2-handed, it's +2. That's what it says.
Got it.
It's always been that way.
Because it's a special katana.
It's a special one.
God.
Is it? Is that why?
Yeah.
Is that not the base?
Base is 5.
Yeah. You just have a better sword.
I gave you a really cool katana.
It is very cool.
I didn't even know that it had a higher deadliness. I had no idea this entire time.
It's an amazing katana.
Yeah. Actually, I think the deadliness is the same, but the damage is higher.
No. Deadliness is...
Oh, no. Yeah.
Both are +1.
Yeah.
It's +1 damage and +1 deadliness.
Really?
Yeah. is most katanas are 4, and 4 damage and 5 deadliness, plus 2 if you're two-handing.
Inventory. Well, yeah, plus 2 is still.
If you're
Two-handing.
two-handing.
I just heard a meow.
Yeah. I heard a meow too. I thought it was on our side. I thought that was my cat. It was your cat.
It wasn't mine.
Oh, it wasn't yours? Then it might have
No.
been mine.
I probably should have
Or maybe
gone,
it was James's.
I probably should have gone for learning a disadvantage in strike instead of trying critical strike. Look at that reduction there. It's crazy.
I mean, that is good reduction. It reduces it by 5.
I need to have a better roll if I'm gonna hit it.
I mean, that's still a 3, which is like I think lightly wounded and bleeding.
It's a flesh wound, which means he's bleeding.
I mean, he's still bleeding.
He's got a +1 TN. Like all of the bad shit.
Yeah.
That's good. As long as he's bleeding, I will have a less terrifying time against this
I mean,
turtle.
if he keeps strife, he takes a critical hit.
Yeah. The person who gets the other one bleeding first, basically whoever goes first in a duel is going to have an upper hand.
Not
that's the whole
always.
point.
At lower levels, you're a lot less likely to do a critical hit on your first attack.
That's true.
But as
That's
you
very
go up in rank, as you just start like, because it's a skill based game, not a level based game, so you can just like pour everything into doing that one thing that you want to do extremely well, and then you'll get like insane rolls. That every roll is a critical hit.
Yeah, there aren't very many
probably
things
not
where your
optimized
school
for,
rank is a big deal.
I have just as many like support and utility skills and stuff as I do.
Oh yeah, you got a ton of shit.
Because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not like being like, aha, I will be the optimal duelist build. I'm probably not. But I still have fun.
You're pretty
capable.
good.
I think you're capable.
I'm alright.
All
I
right.
hope. Okay, I think that's all I can do, and then
Yep.
he goes immediately after.
And then
right?
he gets an action. Let's see here. As an attack, scheme action.
Adult mutant samurai turtle.
But where's his rat master? That was it, right? That's the thing. I made the funny reference. I don't know. Might be wrong.
I did the thing.
No rattlings in this burrow.
I can't believe I failed to hit twice in a row.
So unlucky.
I just have really bad luck in games. Dice rolling is really hard for me. Sometimes I'll do like something amazing, but then I pay for that for like 3 months with doing absolutely nothing.
I am so nervous about this duel, not only because it has been like almost, I think maybe like 6 months since I've dueled someone last, but I've also gotten a bit rusty on the rules of how things work, so I have to ask a lot of questions.
That happens.
Let's attack. I'm probably gonna fail, but it's okay. Yeah.
Eesh.
I know, right? Okay.
About as bad as you could do, yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. Shit. It's all fucking strife.
You can keep an empty die and not worry about bleeding out.
Yeah. And this is like, people have complained that my encounters are very weak and that I don't put out a good challenge to people, but this is just how the game is. I'm serious. This is how, like, this character has some cool shit. All I needed was one opportunity without strife, and I would have done damage to Naren. But
Yeah.
But
And
he'd rather
sometimes-
not bleed out.
also my Shugenja, I can never get a good roll on them. We'll see what happens this game.
Yeah.
But it's
I
not going to
totally-
happen. It's just not.
I don't. Whoever
We've had
told
some
you that
difficult
your encounters are
stuff.
too weak and need to go harder should rewatch all the videos where Daisuke was permanently marred in the face.
Oh, yeah.
And
I can get
Naorin
Daisuke.
almost
I can get
died
Daisuke. I
for
can get
random
Youngso.
named
Yeah.
I've gotten Daisuke and Youngso.
Youngso got super fucked up.
Everybody
Naruto got
else.
super fucked up. I almost
Oh,
died.
Naruto was almost killed
Naruto
too.
almost
Yeah.
died.
Like
Yeah, cut her
Yagi
up pretty
Yeah.
good.
gotten Kuranagi a few times, just not physically.
Yeah. You've
Like,
gotten me with other things.
There are 3 of us that have almost died.
You're
I-
absolutely
gotten
right.
really
I-
screwed up.
I-
Okay.
in fights.
died
Anyways,
fighting-
this turtle did not hit you. Got
Yeah.
bled. Hurts really bad. If a character inflicts the incapacitated, unconscious, or dying condition, or their enemy kills them without suffering any of these, they win. Otherwise, the duel is inconclusive. The duel is inconclusive.
Continue.
After the clash is inconclusive, they may extend the clash by 1 round if both characters choose to continue. They skip their turn in initiative order and do not take. If either character chooses to withdraw, the clash ends. Turtle Man will withdraw. He's bleeding.
He's like, ow.
He withdraws.
Shit.
Fair.
He's like, fair point. Point taken.
Literally.
Ouchies.
You got my shoulder.
Yeah.
Does that mean? What does that mean happens?
That means
There
it's
was a
inconclusive.
I just so that means that like
Duel
nothing
ends, it's
matters.
inconclusive.
Nothing happens to your honor or glory. It's over, but it's a draw.
It
And
feels
he's
really
backing
weird,
off.
right? That I can just do
That's
that.
like, what's the point
That's
of
in the rules.
dueling and getting that screwed up if you
because
just withdraw?
clashes in combat
I guess
are
are different
intended
than
to be
official
to the
duels.
death and not to like first blood or something.
Well, I get that, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Moshi
then why-
Sora, you're up.
Okay.
'Cause you can continue doing it too.
I can challenge him again.
You can challenge
You
people.
can.
What feels bad to me is I made this character specifically for this instance. And he was supposed to do something with an opportunity. I didn't get that opportunity. It feels bad.
Well,
you can
maybe
just challenge
next
you
round.
You can try
Maybe
doing
I
that
next
guess
shit.
if you
round.
can withdraw at any time and it's inconclusive, I should be able to challenge again, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you can challenge.
And
every
if they
round.
back down at that point, then the decline route goes, and you gain like a void point, and they suffer strife, and everything.
Everyone in their
Okay.
cohort,
Yeah,
I think,
exactly.
I'm
out.
switching to air stance and moving. I feel like this is a good spot,
Oh,
and now I'm like, unless you think that's
Still-
too close to the wall.
no, you can move close to the wall there, I guess. That's
Okay,
fine.
so I'm gonna do thunderclap strike and try to knock these 2 guys away.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, great minds think alike. That's what my next plan is too.
Okay, it's a TN3 martial arts, in this case melee check.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no exploders, but I got lots of successes without strife.
And that opportunity can make it harder for them to resist the being
I
flung.
don't
apart.
have a 4th die to keep on this.
Oh,
But they do now have, they take damage equal to my weapon's base damage, which is, I believe, 6. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 6. And I assume they have armor. And if they don't want to get moved 2 range bands away, they have to resist with a TN3 fitness check. I know they're both on water, so it's just TN3.
TN3.
Oh, Corey, I do. Does it not matter? I'm sorry. I'm interrupting. I zoned out and I didn't even realize I was interrupting. I will ask in a second.
Okay, they failed their TN3.
Oh, okay.
So they get pushed back, how much?
2 range
two range
bands.
bands.
1, 2. 1, 2, and they take how much damage?
6.
Minus any armor, which is
And-
this is spiritual damage, right?
I'm pretty sure it's physical. Let me double check. I don't think it says that it's spiritual. Yeah. Oh, except my weapon is automatically spiritual damage. Yeah, it's spiritual damage.
Yeah.
And it's 2 range bands, not 2 spaces.
Got it.
Yeah, I was about to ask, isn't that 6 hexes instead of 3?
I forgot, like, range for weapons versus range for movement. They're different. I forgot about that. You said how much damage again? 6?
6.
All right. They take all of that damage. So that's 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. They're knocked way back.
Okay, I'm done. Next.
You are done. Next is Doji Daisuke.
Okay, so switching to air stance. So that way I'll be much harder to hit. And let's see.
A little bit harder to hit.
Let's see.
+1.
I'm probably going to take the dodge action or try to move past them.
Okay. Moving through them takes an extra move point.
Yeah, so it's got to be 2 hexes instead of 3.
That's right.
All right, well, do that. And you know what? I think I might do a fitness roll to see if I could move closer to the princess. So that way my previous statement wouldn't be so gauche. All right,
Get
so
within range 2, and that's speaking range.
So, a maneuver action, is that what you're doing?
yes.
Yes, on air stance.
All right. And I assume that's a TN1?
TN2.
It's TN2 and an extra range band per 2 bonus successes.
All right. Oh, the dice are not in my favor
Okay.
today.
Oof.
The good news is you get an extra range band, even if you fail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And look at all those
I'll-
opportunities you might be able to do something with. Maybe.
You know what? I'll take those opportunities, and I'm gonna take a look at the opportunity list.
Might I recommend Doom for an
I was gonna say if
inconvenience
you want
and
a void point. 3 on Doom is not bad.
and 4 make it just an inconvenience.
Okay, let's see.
Unless
Let me
there's
do
something
an
you'd
op-
rather do.
Yeah, you know what? Let's see.
Like, I don't know how many void points you have.
Yeah,
An
Corey, we may
example,
not use it a heck of a lot, but I do thoroughly enjoy the Doom rules being there.
Okay, yeah,
I
I
haven't
could.
actually
I do
used
have
it.
one void point available, but I could use a little more voids. So, let's see. General use, Doom, or conflict. Well, they're not using martial arts ranged against me. All right, I think I'll go with Doom and get myself a void point.
Sure. You get a void point. As you move 3 forward, you
Trip.
No.
Sorry.
Move
Yeah,
that
sorry.
back.
I was doing the movement myself. My bad.
Yeah, we double moved it. Let's see here.
Drip and splash.
I mean, that
I can wash
seems
my
kind
clothes
of
from the
appropriate.
mud.
All right, that's exactly what I was gonna do. You trip and you're prone. You fall down as you move, and you're prone for.
Yep, you
Dice
gotta
Gate, the
use your next movement to
ever-present
stand up.
clown of the group.
Okay.
Princess, whoop!
Kuronagi.
You sounded like Goofy for a second there. That was
Okay, I am going to. How far away is he? Is that's within range 5?
Yeah,
I
it
was
is within
reminded
range
of a
5.
joke.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll wait till Alteric's done and then tell it.
Yeah, it's within range 5. Okay.
For sure.
So I want to cast Grasp of the Air Dragon,
Sure.
which requires us knowing the range, the damage one takes from fall damage. It's on page 269. I was looking it up in between turns.
Okay.
This might really fuck this guy up, or it might fail spectacularly. I'm going to spend a void point to cast the spell, and shebang.
Shabooty. Whoa.
Oh god.
Do you need
This guy
opportunity?
might be
Nice.
fucked.
Do you need
Yeah.
opportunity or do you need successes?
I
That's a
need
lot of
opportunity
You
and
need a lot of
successes.
successes too.
And one opportunity.
I need to TN4. Bonus successes make it even better,
Nice.
and an opportunity will increase the maximum range of the technique.
Ooh.
But
But you don't need that.
I
'cause
don't
it's
really
range.
need that. So I
So
will just put that one.
success.
Keep all those
Successes.
opportunities.
I don't have any opportunity. I only have one.
I meant successes.
Well, I'll take an extra success.
Yep, and
But, I
our
mean, you
comradeship
can
does
keep 5
reduce your strife by
dice.
1 from that, so...
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I don't take any strife. So here's what happens. If you succeed, you summon a gale force wind that moves the target a number of range bands equal to your air plus bonus successes, which means up to a maximum range band of 6. So I will blow him all the way to the back of the wall,
1, 2, 3.
ignoring all intervening terrain.
Yep. Okay, he goes all the way back to the wall.
Because it was an attack action, when I slammed them into the ground, so it moves up and then down into the ground. He must resist with a TN4 fitness check,
Right.
Earth 5, Fire 2, or suffer the effects of a fall from range 3.
They're all on water.
If he fails, so instead of the base TN of 3, which is what normally you roll to resist falling, it's a TN4. So he needs to make a TN4 fitness check.
Ooh.
He is unlucky.
Yep. I'm very unlucky this. Y'all are just
You,
Okay.
you
mopped up
rolled
for
all,
these guys. Hold on.
all successes when you needed opportunities,
Okay.
and all
So
opportunities.
So
many
they-
when you needed-
He
opportunities.
failed by 2, which means he is going to take 12 points of physical damage, gain the prone condition, and become instantly unconscious.
Whoa.
Fuck.
This is why spiritual backlash exists. Because what the fuck was that?
Okay. He's
Oh my
unconscious. Boom. You got him. He's down.
Crunch.
Oh.
Who wants
Oh,
turtle soup?
No.
Done.
Oh no.
And then she
Turtle
will not
soup in a
she gets
half
rid of the
shell.
disoriented condition. That's the end of my
Okay.
turn.
The joke
He's
that I was
unconscious.
reminded of when you mentioned somebody sounding
Huh?
like Goofy
You said
for
he's
a moment.
unconscious.
Yeah. No, I'm not moving, so
Oh.
on my turn, so I will remove the disoriented condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
The joke I remembered is the judge asking Mickey, "So you're divorcing Minnie because she's crazy?" Minnie's response, "No, I said she was fucking goofy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my action is going to be to thunderclap strike, use my auto success, so they take 4 and have to make the resistance.
Don't you have to make a roll for Thunderclap Strike?
Auto success.
He's just gonna
I
auto
said.
success it.
Oh, okay. So they take 4.
And TN3 fitness checks for him.
And TN3 fitness check.
Oh yeah, and it targets both of them. That's a good one to auto succeed on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And they fail.
So both go flying back 2 bands.
2 range bands.
And they
6
take damage equal to
spots.
your weapon's base damage.
Which is
Yeah, there
4
it
with
is.
my katana.
Okay. All done. And because they fell off the table, they're also prone. That's what I'm going to say. Because they fell
That's cool.
Fair.
down off of something.
Yeah, they're like 2-3 feet lower than they were before.
And Narn.
Okay, I'm going to strike this turtle again.
Sure.
So it was, okay, I'm not dueling you. And you go, fine then, regular fight it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fair. According
I
to
mean-
the rules.
That he didn't want to fight.
No,
so-
you got him.
Yeah, unless he wants to surrender.
I would have
Which he
accepted
did
a
not
surrender
choose
from his
to.
princess because I did
No one
challenge
does surrender.
her.
No one has done anything yet.
I know. That's why I'm gonna keep attacking him. Okay, I'm going to do. I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do another strike action again, just a normal strike action.
Sure.
I just remembered where I got those 3 points of glory from. They were all because I came in second to Doji Daisuke in that in the poetry contest. It's the only time my name has expanded upon the populace.
Okay. So I'm going to critically strike again with my opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And I took 2 strikes, so that's 2 bonus successes. What does that do for me again on fire? Bonus successes on a
Just
critical strike?
Extra damage. That's all it
Extra
does.
extra damage,
damage.
extra fatigue.
On a
Okay.
strike, yes. Bonus
strike.
successes are extra fatigue damage.
So how much
Okay.
damage total?
So let me count again.
5, 6, 7? 7.
Conflict, Starlight Katana. The damage is 5, 6 with the 2 bonus successes. It's 7,
Right.
and then the critical strike.
And then the
obviously.
critical strike at 8.
Well, maybe he'll be good at resist.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm telling
you're
you
hurting
guys,
bad.
there is no, the dice don't like me today. Dice
Who's
God
rolling
said, you guys,
the amount of dice
you
as
guys
I am
win.
for everything.
Y'all are the
So
I'd make a
winners.
comment before you got the combat form of Will Wheaton's dice curse.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been cool to see these guys do cool moves.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
I have a lot of cool stuff that they can do. No.
We've had other fights where they were doing all sorts of neat shit.
All right. Let's see here.
Like,
Permanent injury.
The
All
viewers
right.
want to watch us get beat up, but just root for us beating up the bad guys. Come on.
Okay. You take an eye. He's got one eye now.
Ouch.
Yep.
on the plus side, he's bleeding coolly down his face.
All right. Capra Princess dances. Y'all have to make meditation checks. TN3.
Oh no.
Yeah, everybody's like, whatever. TN3. Maybe I should have made it TN4. And then everybody be like, no, that's way too high. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm
I'm
failing
good at meditation.
Yeah.
consistently.
I have 3 in meditation.
All right. Kurnagi is
Can I choose to avert my eyes?
You can avert your eyes, yes.
Okay, I will do that. I'm not on water stance, and my vigilance will drop by 2.
Shit. Disoriented again. Everybody.
Kuranagi's not very meditative.
No, not at all.
What do you have,
He's
one?
been learning how to use air to smack people around.
I mean, that was terrifying. This is why Naurin prefers you where she can see you.
All right, I will use my opportunity to learn the Kappa Princess's demeanor.
Her demeanor is scheming. She's a schemer.
Not surprised.
Daisuke is also disoriented.
Unfortunately.
So you're disoriented and prone. You're not moving very.
Yeah, so when it comes to my turn, do I just not move to get rid of those conditions?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't move, you'll be back to normal.
And everybody else is okay with it. Okay.
No, I'm also disoriented.
Yeah, I know. You're also okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you again and
1,
Daisuke.
2, 3. These guys will move up to Narin. That this dude over here, he's not a threat. He's not
Nah.
They're gonna hit Narin with truncheons.
What are truncheons?
Or at least they'll try clubs.
Oh, they're the
Little
things. Okay.
stick.
Mm-hmm.
They have the harder TN too because of the sacred items.
Sounds good.
You.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can do all of them. 5. I finally got you, Narin. All right. And I'm going to... I only have one opportunity, and I need to use that for my special ability that I get to use. Apply my strife. Narin, you will take... it's not a lot. It's 5 plus 1 bonus success is 6.
Okay.
But here comes my special ability, Underhanded Tactics.
Minus your armor.
Yeah, I know.
If a Kappabushi may spend may spend opportunity equal to an opponent's vigilance and cause them to be dazed.
You cheeky bitch.
Vigilance? But they've only got
My
one
vigilance is
opportunity.
1.
I know.
How is your
I
vigilance
averted my
1?
Because she
Because
averted
I
her
averted
eyes
my
from
eyes.
the
Oh,
dancer.
you're looking the other way on purpose.
So they're able to
didn't know what
blindside
would
you.
happen.
Whack.
No one. He hasn't.
It's
done
your
this
own
before.
damn
How
fault,
could I have
really.
No.
Never turn around on someone trying to go for your asshole.
I mean, maybe you do.
All right, one of my little things worked.
Great.
Um,
Not doing that again. Learned my lesson.
I mean, I don't feel bad for you.
These Kappabushi
Wow.
one.
I'll remember that.
Remember, they were prone.
Oh yeah, they were prone. They have to get up.
I'm getting 3-manned, and you don't feel bad for me because I looked away.
Prone people.
I mean, you should know better.
A prone character
Really?
can move
How
a
could I have
maximum
known
of
that
one
they were
range
gonna?
band during their turn.
None of us knew.
A prone
I
character
had a
is
feeling
heard
it was something
at the
about
Don't
end of
look
their turn,
away
when a
from the
character did
fight.
not perform a movement action.
Right, let's do
They
it.
may remove the prone condition. All right. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. They're going to move here.
But
And that's it.
also, I mean, the consequences aren't all that bad.
No, they're not terrible. These guys.
Are they
gonna
gonna run back up?
Oh,
and
yeah,
they'll be
yeah.
like, "Whoosh," and they'll be like, run! Whoosh,
1,
run!
2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They're going to hit you with their club.
TN4,
Yikes.
because I'm on air stance, and I'm at school rank 4.
So I'm going to spend one of my void on you as well. Oh, shoot. I did it wrong. Let me just get
Well,
rid of
then
that
redo the roll.
Get my little void point back. And then redo the roll because it's a void point and an assistance because they are a group.
A group of the two.
Yep.
A couple.
Okay. One,
Not bad.
2, 3,
4.
and I don't want that. I don't need extra opportunity because they're minions.
They whack me.
And as minions, they can't spend opportunity except specifically on stuff that is in their repertoire as techniques.
Ooh, bonus successes.
They'll take those.
Okay, no bonus successes.
Okay, we'll finish with that.
1
I
bonus
will apply
success.
strife. Matches. Okay, I get 2 bonus successes, which means you'll take 7 points of damage. And that's it. Just 7 points of damage.
I mean, it's a lot for me because my armor is only 1 for physical.
Yeah, that is a lot.
And
You gotta
then...
protect my lady.
Oops, I keep hitting the wrong thing. This guy is going to back the hell up. He's going to get out of here. He's going to move over here, and he's going to do a medicine check on himself. He's going to change to Earth Stance. And then he's going to tie up his bleeding. Because that's the worst.
Bleeding really kind of is the worst.
It is. It is. TN2 medicine check on Earth Stain. Yeah, medicine Earth. It is medicine's a scholar skill.
Got me a kitty. Oh, my little shadow.
Okay.
But he's still bleeding when he makes this check, right?
When he makes a check to stop his bleeding and takes strife to stop his bleeding, yeah, he'll do it. It's fine. Yep, and that will remove his strife, and then we'll finalize that step. That'll give him...
He still has to resist the critical strike he takes while bleeding, because we figured out that it happens before.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty
But
1.
afterward, he stops bleeding.
Spends that.
If he doesn't make himself bleed again.
On the resist check. Yeah, guys.
Wait, that's wrong.
See?
That is
Okay, I
wrong.
bandaged there, but now my shell over here cracked open.
Get that back. It is a martial check. Difficulty 1. Earth Stance. There we go. All right, I'm going to use my advantage, which is hard as steel, because that's what he is, and I'm going to re-roll these 2 blank dice.
Oh, that's not what I would have done. But,
I kept those
okay.
2 blank dice. What did I just fucking do? I just fucking fucked
You
it all
did
up.
the opposite of what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Let me... I hate this. Okay. Martial check. Difficulty 1. Spend that void.
Damn, that was a good roll for me.
Okay. Let's try this again. I get to re-roll 2 dice. It's all strife. All of it is strife.
Let's see
Well,
what
I
Put it
mean,
in
I
the
don't want to
reroll.
tell you what to do, but I know what I would.
No! No!
Look, something without strife.
Yeah. That's it. That's what he gets. Okay.
1 success and 3 opportunities.
That's a permanent injury on Earth, so he has a damaged organ.
He's missing an eye and a kidney?
But he's back in the game. He's no longer bleeding. My God. Yeah, bleeding is is the worst in this game.
Yeah, it's really overpowered.
All right, Moshisora, you're up.
Whew. Okay, well, guess what? Blowing these guys worked really well before.
Yeah.
Well, somebody clip that.
I mean,
Out
you
of
blew them for
context.
free.
Yeah, out of
I'm sure it
context.
was extremely effective.
It was super effective.
Who's that Pokemon?
All right, I'm gonna do Thunderclap Strike again because it hits them for my weapon damage and knocks them back, and nobody else is in the way. Turning each character within weapon range. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure. Okay. Kuronagi's in weapon range now, so I can't do that.
Nope.
But I do have fire powers that can be a little more selective.
Ugh.
Okay. Fires from within.
Right.
TN3 Theology fire check. A number of characters up to my fire ring at range 1 to 3. So let me see if I can hit more than just these two here right next to me. Depending on how I move. All right. Even without moving, I can still hit the ones that are over next to Naurin.
All right.
I'm not going to worry about the guy with the Tetsubo because he's already pretty fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, TN3 Theology, up to 4 characters, so that's going to be the 4 within my range that are not the guy with the Tetsubo.
Sounds good. Ah. TN3?
Let's see. No bonuses for bonus successes. I might be able to use opportunities from other stuff. All right, there's not a whole lot I can do, so I'm just going to Oh, I have 2 opportunities, not 1.
Well, you did it.
All right, it's not really worth it. I'm just gonna not take strife.
Okay.
I did it. All 4 of them take the fire damage. It's supernatural equal to my firing. Oh, plus bonus successes. Yeah, sorry guys. So that is 4 plus
1, 6.
2 because it was TN 3 and I'm on fire and I have a strife kept.
There you go.
So 5 damage. Supernatural.
1, 2, 3, 4, and not this one, the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That guy is not having a good time. All right, and that's it.
Let me just make sure I did that correctly. My firing plus bonus successes. So my firing is 4. It was TN 3.
Yes.
6 damage.
6 damage. They're still up and kicking, but these 2 guys, one of them's not looking too happy. He might fall over soon. He might with a breath of air.
Did they take different amounts of damage? I thought they'd both been hit exactly the same.
Oh yeah, there's 4. That's right.
These, at least the 2 guys right next to me,
So they take
have been hit
damage-
exactly the same.
They take damage as a mob,
Okay.
right? But they're technically 2 targets in one mob. This is another
all I'm
weird
saying
thing.
is, as far as I know, I'm the only person who's hit this pair, and both times it's been with techniques that hit everybody the same.
Yeah, they act as one target. They're not multiple targets.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter, because every time I attacked, it was like an AoE attack that did the same thing to everyone.
Right. But this time, like, they're technically more than one target in. Like, this is a weird thing in the rules again. That doesn't make any sense. Right? So I'm going to say you can target, like, all of them in it, and they'll just take double damage from that. So, this guy, this one's down. This one's down, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes to there, and this one disappears. Boom. And this one... Okay. There we go. And then that's how it is. Boom.
Okay.
You did get one down.
There is damage.
We figured it out.
I'm just gonna stay where I am because I don't feel like moving is really gonna be a benefit.
Because you have basically 2 bolts going at one mob. And the mobs are made up of 2s. So I'm just double the damage. That's all I had to do. Okay. Figured that out. And Doji Dice K, what are you doing this turn? This is going to be our last initiative until we have to break for next week.
Well, just standing up and
was
removing the
just
prone
trying to
and
measure.
daze condition. And if I can take the evasion/dodge action for when those 2 kappa reach me.
What is an evasion/dodge action?
You mean guard?
I was gonna
Sorry,
say guard?
So
Yes, I'll guard.
Guard is a support action.
Support.
If you are
TN1.
prone, at the end of the turn, if a character did not perform a movement action, they may remove a prone condition. You may guard, yes, and remove prone at the same time. So go ahead and make your guard action.
And the disorient.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're disoriented, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your support action has a +2 TN, so it is now a tactics 3 check.
Oh.
And you may not remove disoriented at the end of the turn.
Because you can't take a support or move action if you want to get
Okay.
rid
Then
Or you can
I'll
just stand
do
up and get
nothing
rid of the
remove
stuff.
the disorientation.
Okay, you can do none of those things and just remove disoriented and prone, and you will stand at the end of this turn.
Okie dokie.
And that's it. That's what I figured you'd probably have to do, and that's why I was like letting you do that. I was like, oh, his turn will be fast because he just needs to get up. Just like these 2 Kappa just had to get up. That's it for today. You didn't get 2 XP last game. You're not going to get 2 XP this game. You got 4 banked up. At the end of next game, you'll get
6 next time.
6 next time. All right.
If we get through.
We expect.
We hope. Okay.
Like, we really ought to be wrapping this up.
Yep. Next game, y'all will hopefully wrap it up, or maybe something will happen that will turn the combat. Probably not, though. Y'all will probably wrap
not.
this up.
I mean,
I'm
think
glad.
it said
I'm glad
something
one of my
about us that
tactics
our
worked.
filler
That's all
episodes
I
aren't
wanted.
each one. They're fights.
he got
Now
to
I'm
do a
happy.
thing.
Now I'm happy. And y'all can wrap up this combat next time. So, from James, Matt, Tarek, Sasha, and Crystal, my name is Corey, and I would like to invite you to go roll some dice.